County, welcome to the Morning Brew Thursday morning, the day post after Monty Mill's final performance. And today we have on the show, we have the one and only Cecil Martinez with the El Red Rooster. Woo! I got my hat. See, I got my El Red Rooster hat right here.
Yeah, pimping it.
See, what's happening, man?
How you doing?
Doing good. Thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks
for coming
in. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You guys are rocking and rolling downtown and making up some tacos and all that good stuff, huh?
Yeah, man. We're full throttle right now, just having fun. It's been kind of hot, so running the fryer's kind of interesting. I think I've been losing some pounds here and there, but
right? You look like you're down to like $115, bro.
Man, pretty much. I mean, with all the sweat, maybe 120, but
you better start drinking more and eating like just nothing but pasta.
Yeah, pasta or maybe just my beans, my refried beans.
There you go.
Those are pretty good. But yeah, we added nachos and bomb bean dip to our recipe or to our menu, and I think I have a bean dip every day. It's really tasty. It's probably my favorite thing.
Hell yeah. What else? Well, aside from work, I mean, we know you work your ass off. What else have you been doing? What else has been going on?
Trying to keep up on the ranch. I mean, really just Me
and Eric was talking about going golfing. Are you a golfer?
You know what?
Perfect.
Last time I went golfing, I almost killed somebody because my slice is wicked.
Absolutely. We'll play best ball with me and you and Eric. Yeah.
Which one goes the farthest, to the left or the right?
Yeah, and then we'll just play Eric's ball.
There we go.
I'll have to drink beer and watch you guys.
Yeah, we'll play Eric's ball and yeah.
We could just jump golf carts.
We could do that too.
Yeah.
That's actually more fun in my opinion. You could do that really good at Chalk Mountain.
Oh yeah, because it's pretty hilly.
Yeah, because they got the hills. You can go up into the trees, and then the course warden comes out and starts yelling at you and stuff like that. But
wow.
But yeah.
First time I ever went golfing, like in a full 18-hole course, was way back in like 1991. And I went with a bunch of guys when I was going to Cal Poly, and they had a golf tournament, and it was raining. And we went out there, and we're college kids, and somebody bought some beer, and we just went out there and golfed. I think my score was like 119 or something really bad.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, you're supposed to be below 100, close into like the 70s for like the pros and 67. So,
dude, 119. I think that's pretty damn good, bro.
I thought so too, man.
I mean, that's really just good. I mean, I don't even keep score just because. Why?
Yeah, keeping scores for losers.
Yeah.
So
it's funny, but it was funny thing as I went to Idaho last year. My brother-in-law calls me up and texts me, says, "Hey, we're in this golf tournament, this and that, and we need another person. Can you bring your clubs or whatever?" I'm like, "My clubs? I don't know where the hell those are at." I'm like, "Okay, well," I said, "Yeah," I said, "I'll play, but just to give you full,
caveat,
I suck, so they're like, it's fine, you'll just play for Aaron or whatever." So we get to Idaho, and again, I do my, "Hey guys, I suck." Okay, so you guys just know this. I was the best guy on the team. Yeah, I know, right? I was the best guy on the team. So I felt like Tiger Woods, bro.
Wow.
So I felt like Tiger Woods out there just racking it. These guys are sitting there. But then that was the first half.
Oh, okay.
Then
the back nine?
The back, in between, there's a cart between the front and the back that has a bunch of alcohol.
Oh.
And so then we started tipping into those. And then, of course, we started. So in Idaho, they can't serve you hard alcohol until after, 10 or 11 or something like that. They can't serve you a
mixed drink, a hard cocktail, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm like, what? So, of course, when you go golfing, you need a Bloody Mary, in the morning, get started, Bloody Mary and beer. Yeah. And so, of course, I get there, no hard alcohol. There's the full bar. And I'm like, they're like, but we have this, which is like a Bloody Mary in a can, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I pour that in there, and it tastes bland like everything. And I'm like, okay, no, I said, give me that, give me that, give me that. So I started doctoring up all my stuff, made my Bloody Marys. But the back nine, that went south for me. Yeah, that one got away from me really quick.
Well, there you have it, folks. California has something over on Idaho. You can drink hard alcohol from the beginning of the time you go golfing.
No, it wasn't that. Yeah, no, it was just because there's a massive amounts of alcohol. There's which I like. I think I encourage that.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Keeps your ball going straight or not.
But I was still better than everybody else. So those guys are over there, slamming, chunks of grass everywhere.
Wow.
But it was still fun times. And then the rest of the day, I was on timeout.
You're on timeout. Wonder if they'll ever invite you to go golfing again.
Oh, you bet they will. They had the boys had a great time.
Oh, that's good.
I think I had a good time too.
That's good.
I had a great old time. Now, not everybody else was all serious around. Oh, then there was a jungle juice section too that how like each hole has like sponsored businesses out there. They're trying to get you to sign up for Amway or some crap like that. There was one of them that had a jungle juice, so they had like just a bunch of rum and vodka and like all these different mixtures into like a juice thing, and they're good. It was delicious. So
did you shoot better after the jungle juice or before? I think after.
It was
probably
pretty much after we saw that cart at the halfway point. It kind of just went like this.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it went pretty straight down. So, but nevertheless, I will do that again, and we'll always play somebody else's ball.
There you go.
So, and I never want to be the best golfer on anybody's team.
There you go.
So,
all right.
Yeah. So, what else is going on? Let's see. You got a baby coming?
Yeah.
Right. Talk to me about that, dude. I mean, we're getting close, right?
Yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks away.
Is it that close?
Yeah, it's 3 weeks. Yeah. So I think it might be. I think it might be. Hopefully, it's kind of cool if it would be born on. 17 de September. It's Mexicans like real Independence Day. That'd be kind of cool.
I was just gonna say, born on the 4th of July.
Yeah,
for Mexicans.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
What's that date?
September 16th.
September 16th.
Yep, that's the big one. Cinco de Mayo's when it's obviously a big deal, but the real independence is the 16th of September.
Really, I mean, if you really consider this, let's see, 16, what's the date today? Today's the 24th. Today's the 24th, so you're really like 4 weeks away?
3.
Well, yeah, from the 16th.
Yeah, no, it's 3 weeks.
Okay, so really, I mean, you have, just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's exciting.
Just plan on that date. Let's plan on September 16th.
That's right. Take bets.
Yeah. We're gonna do some betting.
There we go.
Have we decided the name, or do we know the gender? Or
it's gonna be a boy.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be.
And you're 100% certain on that?
I hope so. Doctors aren't 100%, but this.
The
pretty
way you
good.
talked about it, he was like, "That's not a foot."
Yeah, I know.
You're like, he's like, Cecil, that's a leg. That's a leg. No, it's fine. That's a thumb.
And he's pretty liberal with his poses per se.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's airing it all out there.
Cool.
So, but yeah, it's gonna be. I'm 50, so it's gonna be exciting and new and all that stuff and
name
Cecil number 5.
Cecil number 5.
Yeah, El Cinco.
Hey, what was that move? Dun 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the town gonna ride. What was that?
You got that good. That's the Mambo number 5.
Mambo number 5. Yeah. They're gonna call it Cecil number 5. Bump
El Cinco.
Bump.
Yeah,
I'm gonna redo that song for Cecil number 5.
There we go.
Next time you're on, we're gonna sing it.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I mean, my dad's pretty stoked. This is the family name. It goes way back into the 1800s, mid 1800s, and it's all from my side from Mexico. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's gonna be neat. It's gonna be fun.
So what's the projection? I mean, obviously. Man, I couldn't imagine having kids like babies in this like time frame right now, with just this crazy stupidity stuff out there.
Yeah.
Just gonna hold class like in the back of the barn?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I was raised pretty old school and so Stephanie and so yeah, that's
do some homeschooling maybe?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but then you have he's going to be a single child, so then, you need to make sure that they are able to communicate with other members of society and their peers and learn to do that. But education is obviously super important. We're both pretty talkative and social. And so, hopefully that'll come through in the genes and just, get him out there. He's going to be a businessman. I mean, we have businesses going and
we like slinging to travel. Tacos on Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. And then eventually we'll, open up and expand, and he's going to be showing horses and doing the horse thing. I mean, eventually he's going to be a little farm boy. He's going to hop on that tractor and
wow,
work.
Dude,
and
good for you, dude.
He's going to learn to live a simple life, I guess, just live off the earth. I mean, that's really important. Agriculture is so important in any nation state, but particularly ours.
Yeah.
And so being able to appreciate it and then appreciate everything that God gives you, and have respect for everything. It's,
Very cool, dude. It's going to change your life, man.
It's
going to change your life.
Hey, listen, he's going to cry.
Huh?
He's going to cry.
Well, it's 7:47. Let's go to commercial real quick and give some of our sponsors some love. So we are sitting here with Cecil Martinez with the El Red Rooster, and we are on the Morning Brew. We'll be right back.
All right.
We don't just serve it up. We roast it, distill it, brew it, craft it, crank it, bake it, make it, perfect it, cure it, paint it, live it, breathe it, and then we serve it up. All in Atascadero.
Welcome back to the Morning Brew. Thursday morning, we have Cecil Martinez, El Red Rooster, local legend, folk teller. Let's see, what else are you? Songwriter.
Oh yeah, I did write a song once.
Songwriter. All kinds. Barbecuer, beer drinker, tequila swigger, and Cowboys meme thrower.
Wow, that's a lot. Wow.
Right? Yeah,
awesome.
Dude. You have a big title.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's tough.
Yeah, so speaking of whiskey, speaking of alcohol, because we know we drink, right?
Yep.
I think that's what we do. It's like, do you really trust anybody that's not they're like, oh, I don't drink.
We're going to have to hold up there for a minute because we have the professional alcohol person on the phone right now.
We have the one and only, right from the war room. She's coming back from a major hangover vacation. Stay out at Cabo. We have Lori Bryant, Slow County News. Lori, good morning.
Hi, Lori.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Doing awesome.
Good morning.
What's happening out there in the Slow County News world?
So the war room right now is looking good. Traffic is looking fine, except when you hit the top of the grade, there is some pretty dense fog. So be aware of that. We did have a house explosion in Santa Maria yesterday that they believe was caused by a gas leak, and there were 4 people injured at least, last we heard. And if you saw the pictures, holy moly, the house literally blew up.
Wow.
And did some major damage to the houses around it. And I'm sure you guys have heard the news about Paul Flores hit General Pop yesterday for less than an hour and again was stabbed. So he's in the hospital. And other than that, that's pretty much it so far. Traffic looks really good. It's going to be a great day today as far as our weather goes. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Right on. Well, gosh, you sound so much better than you did at the beginning of the week, Lori.
I'm roaring now.
Yeah, you're charging. You woke up full of energy. I can tell. I'm sure you threw some brandy in that coffee, and then went right to the war room at probably 4:00 in the morning, huh?
Yeah, not so much, but okay.
Closed down. This is the way that I envision you walking out of the war room. It's like, remember Get Smart, where all the doors close, all that stuff. That's the way I feel like when you walk out of the war room.
With the phone in the shoe, that was awesome.
Right? Yeah.
That was awesome. That was
got
a
her
great
slippers
show.
on. She's got her slippers on instead.
Yeah, right?
Slippers, yeah. My slippers are armed and ready to go.
Wow.
My
Well,
slippers
awesome.
are armed and ready to go.
Well, sounds good. Sounds like sounds like the North County.
Yeah, the North County sounds like it's doing really good today. So that's pretty much it. I don't have really anything else so far. So we'll wait till I hang up, and then the war room should start right up.
Awesome. Well, right on, Lori. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you calling in. We're glad that you're feeling better and you're bouncing back from your staycation, your little bit of a cold at the beginning of the week. So it'll going into the warm weekend, should be ready to rock and roll in the war room.
We're ready to go. Yep, exactly.
Sounds good.
I hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Have a
care,
great
Lori.
day.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, you guys.
Lori Bryant, SLO County News, 29,000 followers and growing.
Wow, that's
cool is
quite a
that?
bit. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's quite a bit.
So that was actually one of our news headlines of Paul Flores. His first night in a sleepover and
Didn't go as planned, huh?
didn't go as planned. It's not all apricots and daisies over there.
Let's
Yeah,
put
no
it
doubt.
up on there.
Huh?
Let's put it up on there.
All right, let's go
Surprised
right
they put
to
him
it.
in general population.
Yeah, so
I'm
right there,
surprised.
so he got his ass beaten, and they're trying to shake him. So that's the cool thing about prison is like this. These guys have nothing to worry about, so
Yeah.
they're like, we're here for whenever, and then you have this clown comes in and he has to take care of the government's. They have to, the population has to take care of the government's work. You know what I'm saying?
It's
That makes-
self-regulating.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly. It's kind of like where the old West kind of merges with the new age, sensitivity.
Yeah, it's interesting
know?
that stepping out of the box and really looking at it, it's really interesting that you have criminals that have been judged by society, per se. Some of the laws, some of those guys are in there wrongfully convicted, far and few between, but there are some in there. But then you have your general population and you have a whole different mentality. And it's like schoolyard politics. It's,
Right.
prison politics. But within there's a hierarchy, depending on what crime you did. So for instance, certain murderers, depending on what they did, they have a higher ranking. And then you have your child molesters, your sex offenders. And usually those guys are in protective custody. Like, I'm surprised
Right.
this guy's in protective custody. But you go in there and there's people that they might be in there for robbery, all these things. But there's like honor amongst thieves, kind of the saying, honor amongst criminals, and they don't like certain things, and they'll take you out,
Right.
And then how much of that, and this is just kind
Yeah.
of weird, but how many people some parents you see this in movies and stuff. Yeah, someone had a lot of money and they go to prison, and the folks or the family members pay them a bunch of money to take someone out. Maybe not how it doesn't happen so much here, but in prisons around the world. It generally that'll happen, but there's a world inside of a separate world,
Right.
that exists because those people were taken out of a certain world to go live in another world, and then it's kind of a trip when
Two
you just
worlds
kind of-
collide.
Two worlds are colliding.
Yeah.
in this case, and he found out, and he escaped justice for 20 years.
Where was he at before?
Who is
Where did they transfer? I should ask my daughter this. My daughter followed that whole backyard
yeah,
podcast. So, but I wonder where he was at before that. He made it out.
I think he was just in custody getting tried, processed. So I think he was in Fresno or Monterey County where the actual trial went through. So he was probably just in the county jail there, so he could go in and out of the court. And then when he got processed and got his marching papers to where he's going to spend the rest
He
of
got
his
his
life.
final destination.
Yeah, it looks like it might be his final destination.
Jessica
too.
Smith says county jail. So
County jail.
he was in the county jail until he got transferred.
Wow.
Hey,
So
good
now-
morning, Kyle.
Thanks, Justin.
Good morning, Kyle. Good morning, Michon. Good morning, Jessica.
Michon says, "Hey, Cecil."
What's up?
Yeah.
That's
So-
right, Michon. I think she's doing. Give her a quick plug. I think it's the two tropical girls. They're doing.
Yep. Her and her mom.
Yeah, they're doing Will's Trust and some probate. I think they're just giving advice. I don't.
Yeah, I've been
set
trying
it
to
up.
get her on since January.
Oh,
and
cool.
So the rains, that beat us all up at the beginning of the year, kind of
Yeah.
changed some direction. But we'll get you back on here. Because like I said, good information.
It's good. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, I work for a Will's Trust and Probate law firm up in San Francisco, and it's really interesting. They have some really interesting cases and stuff. But
How do you do that, dude? I would literally like punch myself in the face as I'm driving into San Francisco every week. Be like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
money,
Yeah.
that, and there's some two things. I don't mind driving, and I've been doing it because I went to school up there and just go, and it's hopping on the 101 and you're just driving through the farmlands, and it's kind of cool. It doesn't get real, horrible until you get past Salinas, really. And Prunedale sucks, and then you're kind of in the country, and then anywhere past Prunedale all the way up just kind of blows. But from here to Salinas, it's just farmland. And
Oh,
it's neat to
totally.
see.
It's awesome land.
Yeah, it's
you
cool.
get to see, but you go into San Francisco.
Yeah, that's
I literally got I've never been, because I hardly ever leave this area. I mean, it's really sad how often I don't leave out of this area. And so we went to San Francisco a few years back, and I've never been to San Francisco before. And so I get my first taste of reality of San Francisco. And I'm like, oh, dude, I already don't like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Especially that I don't know anyways. So it's kind of like I don't have fun at that point because I'm always like on guard. I'm always kind of like, hey, somebody's going to shoot. Somebody's going to, try to stab me, rob my, whatever. Everything that I see on TV is in my head at this point, right? And we're cruising down the road, and all of a sudden we're looking down, and they're like, "Hey, there's a guy on the bicycle naked." And I'm like, looking out the window because I'm in the back seat. I'm like, "What the hell?" And this guy was buck-ass naked, riding a 10-speed.
Wow.
Down, right past the.
You got that close and saw it was a 10-speed?
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
He was right on the road.
Wow.
He was right on the road. We were going down to where the piers are and
Yeah,
stuff.
the Embarcadero and stuff.
Yeah, we're right there. And
Wow.
so I was like, what the hell? And then, of course, there's people on the sidewalks and.
It's pretty bad. I mean, San Francisco's lawless. I mean, it is kind of like the Wild Wild West.
Well, they need those guys from the prison to go up there and take care of business in.
Yeah, there's definitely different dynamics up there. I think they became too liberal too fast, and I think now because there's quite a bit of there is conservatives there, but it became too liberal too fast, and now there's backlash. Like, for instance, I was walking to the courthouse to file something yesterday, and there was a group of protesters with signs saying "Take back our streets." It's not right that we're tax-paying citizens that we have to walk around, people sleeping in the streets. And then this one person had an interesting a sign that says that it's against the ADA, American Disabilities Act, because there's people laying in the sidewalks and the streets and you can't get around. And so what's the person with a wheelchair to do, or with a walker? He's not going to be able to get around. I mean, if he doesn't have an electric wheelchair, and God forbid he goes on the road, because he's going to get creamed because nobody knows how to drive up there. And so, they're walking through protesting, and that is an issue.
That's an interesting twist to it, huh?
Yeah, it's very interesting. And then, they have sites where people can shoot up safely. And that's another issue too, because, there's people ODing on the streets everywhere. And so I think this week there was 2 people that OD'd in the BART, and on the stairways of the BART. This week from, fentanyl, whatever. And so when you go on the train, because they take it, they don't want to park down there. Two things: you want to park because it's too expensive. Parking tickets are $80, and you can't have anything in your car because somebody's going to break your window, and that's like $200-something to get your window fixed, plus whatever you lost. But so they have crisis prevention people to where they go around, and they have Narcan, I think that's what it is. And so they'll cruise the BARTs and cruise around in just in case somebody's ODing. and then, they stick them and save them, and it's kind of interesting.
Jeez.
But San Francisco, it has. I love the city. I love it for the food. I love it for the architecture and the museums, and it's fun. It's now that I'm older,
Looking
it's
up
not
like
as
this
fun.
is cool.
Yeah, I mean,
You look up and check out all the buildings and all the old, like, just thinking like this is like you said, histories upon history.
Yeah, in fact, in downtown, real close to where the office is at, there's a bar. It's called, I want to say it's called maybe Shipwrecks or Schooners. And it started off when the bay would come up to where this building is. It used to come quite a bit inside before they filled it up. And there was a schooner that got, what's it called? Not washed up, ran aground, couldn't get out. And so they opened up the side of the schooner, and that's where the galley was, and they made that into a bar. And they had planks that went up and made it into a bar. And then, everything started changing, started moving things, and they kept that bar. So that location where the schooner was, and it was like, and they have a little plaque out there, and it was neat. It's kind of like, whoa, so every time I cruise by, I'm like, let me go get a cocktail, let me go get a beer, because it's just like super cool. And then you'd just be walking just like randomly, and they'll just have packs. Here's a site where this whole building happened. In fact, the last duel in the United States happened by Lake Merced between Hamilton. No, maybe I don't want to get the names right, or don't want to mess up the names. But the last duel, and it had to do with slavery, and these two politicians. And they got all pissed off, and they dueled. And one was a hothead, and they dueled, and one guy got shot and killed. But they have it there. It's like, whoa, there's quite a bit of history.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and then you've heard of the term Shanghaied,
right?
Yeah, so they have Shanghai Kellys, and they have this whole plaque they're talking about, and there's bars there where they would Shanghai people and drop them down in the basement, and then tie them up and put them on a ship, and they'd be sailing, and they'd be going to Shanghai. And they'd just be like, you're either gonna work with the crew and sail, or we're gonna toss you overboard.
It's like either ship up or shape up or ship out.
Yeah.
That's where that term came from.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
So, yeah. I mean, it's just it sucks. I've seen when you see on the news about people and Walgreens, just people coming with bags and loading stuff. I've seen that in person many times. People just come in and they just steal. In fact, they used to have Target downtown and CVS, and there was so much theft at Target that they would have the security guards, and then they would have a police officer that was getting overtime watching. I don't think they ever really stopped anybody, but so Target shut down.
Yeah.
All the CVS's downtown shut down because of theft. And Walgreens is there, and they have security guards, but you see it. Like, people just come in grabbing, and I'd be on time, hey, man, you're just doing that. F you, cracker, I gotta get mine, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, who's being the racist? Like, I'm not calling you any names. Like, you're racist. Anyways, but I'm just throwing stuff. And then you go down a little bit farther down on Market Street, and then everybody's out there just selling their wares from their daily theft. And they talk about...
I'm sure they're like different pieces, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
there's markets everywhere for that.
I mean, pieces like, this area's, fine, you know what I'm saying? It's like different worlds, like little different pieces of the world within the world.
Yes and no. So for instance, I work downtown, we have this alley, and you'll get people, we used to have this homeless guy at 3 o'clock, I don't know what he's on, but like pretty much every day at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon for about 30 minutes, he would come and use every single curse word, and then he made up some, and then he would just be yelling at a tree and telling it to F off like 100 different ways, and then he would just scream. He was just totally out, and that's in the financial district. And even when you get down into the heart of some of the biggest corporations in financial district, there's homeless people walking around.
Everywhere. That's the capital.
It is. I mean,
that's the capital, and it's okay up there. It's the governor is a moron, and we can do all that stuff, but we can't have flavored chewing tobacco in California. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
We got our shoot up area, but we can't have flavored tobacco, and I have to go to Idaho to get flavored tobacco.
Wow.
And Eric has to get flavored. He can't even have flavored, his flavored stuff, his Zin. So he has to put little drops of like spearmint on his little weak ass pack, so that way he can have taste.
Wow. That's crazy. I know they got rid of vaping.
We are in a world of hurt here.
We are in a world of hurt.
We are not talking about the North County right now, so let's
go back.
Let's move on.
How about this? How about bring back flavored tobacco?
There you go.
All right, let's see. What do we got going on here? We've got, hey, how about this? Southbound 101 rest stop is open now at Camp Roberts.
Yeah, finally. In
Right?
fact, I used it
After
last
19
night.
years? Jeez, oh, criminy.
It took like a year and a half for them to remodel it, I would say. Both sides, northbound and southbound. And it
Really?
was, yeah, it's been like a year and a half. They shut it down for a year and a half. I know they put solar panels up top, which is good, going green. Did a couple other things, but I stopped there real quick last night. It looked cool.
It has been closed since November of 2022.
Wow.
So the rest area north of San Miguel has been closed since November of 2022 for extensive repairs, says Ashley Stevens. Hey, I know Ashley. Oh yeah, that's Clark's daughter. So my buddy's daughter now is a reporter with KSBY.
How cool.
Yeah, you know Clark. You know my buddy Clark. That Clark, redheaded guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's his daughter. Anyways,
Wow.
upgrades included a complete replacement of the wastewater treatment system and major upgrades to electrical system to support energy efficient equipment, Caltrans says. The northbound Highway 101 rest stop at Camp Roberts remains closed as similar renovations as the westbound west area continue. Okay, so the one
was open, the other one's out. I thought they were both
yeah,
open.
no estimated reopening date has been confirmed for the northbound rest stop.
Wow.
So it's the southbound Camp
open.
Roberts side. The northbound is not open yet.
How long does it take them to do that renovation? I mean, well, obviously it takes them since November 2022, but you would think
That's job security, man.
Yeah,
Caltrans,
they're
man.
going for the dollars there.
Yeah,
man.
Caltrans.
Take their time.
Work on it was $4.2 million to renovate the southbound rest stop.
Huh.
Delays in materials contributed to the lengthy closure, which I get that.
Yeah, it's hard to get stuff right now.
So, okay, Caltrans, you got us there. But let's be honest, some crap takes way too long. Yeah. You know what? Did you see that I saw a post. It was funny. There was a post over the weekend that had two pictures. It had a picture of a washout side of the mountain where it's completely gone, this and that, in Japan. And it said, it had a date. It had, whatever date it was. And then it said 5 days later, it was completely, fixed and up and running and people were driving on it.
Wow.
It says this is the difference between, construction work or whatever they said, in Japan versus like America. They're referencing the fact that everything takes, almost 2 years to get done. Where in like other countries, Japan,
They get done super fast.
4 days, they make it happen. It's done with.
And they've had, we've had construction work and some major arteries to where, it got done really fast to get the construction done or to get the traffic moving again. But, for major projects, it definitely does take some time in engineering. But, yeah, that's kind of crazy. And then, what are they going to do about traffic in Templeton? No, school's back in town, so make sure you plan early.
Dude.
And be safe, drive safe. So, what are they going to do about the Main Street?
There's a lot of stuff, a lot of pistons going up and down in Templeton. So, and there's a lot of pissed off people. So, let's go to break real quick, and we'll come back and we'll talk about how pissed off Templetonians are right after this.
All right.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Welcome back to the Morning Brew. We are live right here, Thursday morning, with the El Red Rooster, Cecil Martinez. And we are talking all things North County, and we have discovered that Templetonians are pissed. You know why they're pissed? Okay,
You can't get around.
Well, yeah, we're talking about traffic, right?
Yeah.
Now there's that proposed 24-hour gas station market
On Las Tablas, right?
on Las Tablas,
Wow.
across from the highway patrol.
Yeah.
That people are pissed off,
Wow.
right?
Yeah,
Obvious reasons. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you see they're breaking ground, putting in that big old antenna up there next to the freeway, right across from the Peddler's Corral, up there by the sheriff's station?
Oh, yeah, that's what. Oh, okay,
So
that's what that is. I was wondering what it was because all the county vehicles are parked down.
Yeah.
So I didn't
So
know
they're
that was
basically
antenna.
that's where that big old microwave antenna that they said that's the only place for it for the best part for the North County for emergency services has to go.
Can't go higher because you don't want to transmit a better signal.
Yeah, well, so the funny thing is they're building up dirt, they're building up mound, they're making it higher, right?
Uh-huh.
And so if you were just to take a bird's eye view, if you were to go across and over there by going down into 10 City, that area over there is higher up as far as where they're putting it or where they started to build to put it. Oh. So I'm sitting there going, okay, well, why there? Anyways, so people are pissed off about that. And then, of course, people are pissed off about this whole 24-hour, convenience store, gas station, car wash, thing there by the CHP.
Yeah,
So-
Templeton's it's not Templeton. I remember when Templeton was raw
Right?
and crusty. We had the feed lot. In fact, I remember they just had stop signs on Main Street. I mean, it was years, like I think it was like 1999, they had the first stoplight. Now there's stoplights everywhere, and the traffic is atrocious.
Right, yeah.
And then it's really interesting because
Traffic sucks in Templeton.
when I went to school in Templeton, everybody didn't want to be in Templeton. They'd want to go to Atascadero
Right.
or Paso. Now you have all these people living in Atascadero or Paso coming into Templeton. So you really get to see it in the morning when people are coming from A-Town and getting off on Main Street to go to school.
Right.
And they're not living in Templeton. But yet, they're going to the Templeton School District. So,
Yeah, so Templeton has all this growth, all this, plans of, more housing, this and that, but they haven't done a goddamn thing about traffic and being able to get around in Templeton.
yeah.
You know what I'm
it's 'cause
saying?
The people that are approving it don't really live in Templeton. And
Yeah.
it's getting around is tough. The other thing, too, is you get these drivers like, they're passing on double yellow lines and blind curves. Some kids, I'm in a hurry or whatever, and you're just cruising along, clipping along with 45, 50, and somebody passes, you're like, where's the sheriff when you need him?
I know,
and
right?
oak trees don't lose. And so it's just,
Well,
it's
fortunately, I'm
crazy.
deputized. Yeah, so Officer Blank has deputized me as a sheriff.
Nice.
So technically, I'm a cop.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know if you know about that, but
I did not know that.
my badge I actually at the house because it fell out of my wallet.
Yeah,
Oh,
he,
yeah.
he tried arresting himself one time.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah, I usually have it in my wallet, but my new wallet doesn't hold my badge, very well in there. And let's be honest, it's a challenge coin, but it looks just like a badge. Okay, but so I usually, and in all honesty, I actually did that on accident. I put it in. John gave it to me. I put it in my wallet, and then I was at a bar, and I had it on the bar, and I was, it was a cash thing. And so I'm like, hey, can I get these things to go? And this and that. She comes over and she's like, I seen your badge. I go, yeah, like that. So from that point on, I left it there.
Yeah,
now I have a new wallet and it doesn't stay in. I pull it out. It's like, fling, ding, ding, ding. There goes my coin.
So,
Amateur.
Nishan says, I miss riding my horse to the feedlot and tying up to eat at Hoover's.
Yeah, the Barf Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need. You know what we need to do is we need to all get up and move to. Where would be a good place to move? Out to Parkfield and start all over. Start a new colony. Bring a bar out there. Bring the El Red Rooster taco truck out there, and we'll start again. we'll start this whole civilization thing all over again. You guys all messed up, and we'll start again.
We can go to Creston. It's closer.
Yeah, Creston. There you go. Creston's already established a little bit.
Creston will love that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, totally. Creston's rad though.
the people of Creston are saying the same thing as we did like 20 years ago. Do not come out here.
But Creston's still really raw and crusty.
Right.
There's very few new buildings that are going in downtown Creston.
Yeah.
Which downtown Creston, is like a wide spot in the road. Don't blink if you go too fast, but it's still Creston. Creston is crusty. That's what makes it so
Well, you
cool.
did that. You did that Friday night's music. Is that all over?
Yeah, it's all done.
So
it was a lot of fun.
What was the turnout with that? That was out at Matt's place, out at All Good Leather, right?
All Good Custom Leather.
Uh-huh.
It was a lot of fun. Mark Adams' band came out. He's good. He had started playing some new songs towards the end, which was really cool. And it's always good to listen to his old songs. A lot of fun. There was quite a bit of people. And then when it got super hot, there wasn't so many people, which you don't blame him, because for some reason that spot where it's at had to bake. I mean, it was pretty hot. And then and then at the end it got cool. But it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was neat. You're out there and you're just cruising. It is a highway, so you gotta, it's 229, so you gotta kind of.
I love going out to Creston, and that's it's one of those things to where you don't want people to know, but you want people to, you want them to be successful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm almost I'm selective of who I tell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody's a jackwagon and I don't want to see them out in Creston, I don't tell them about the Long Branch or the loading chute. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like normal people, like I would like to hang out, and that's usually when you walk in. It's like the old Cheers. You walk in and at least half the people sitting out there.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, it's like it's a social spot.
Exactly.
You go there, hey, what's up? How you been? I haven't seen you for a while. And the food's good.
Yeah, the food's delicious.
Yeah, both
Food's
places.
good, yeah.
Long Branch has really good hamburgers, and they've been, made good. I mean, I remember when Long Branch wasn't hard alcohol. Now it has, so they have some good.
They have hard alcohol now.
The Long Branch?
I'm sorry. I thought you said the loading chute.
No. And then if you want a proper steak, the loading chute. They have good food.
That's
really good food.
That's Dana and what's Dana's husband's name?
I don't even want to take a stab at it because I'll get it wrong, but I think maybe Jorge. But
anyways, but they have that barbecue inside, which is cool.
So tasty.
And the steaks are, what? So I just got back from Harris Ranch, right?
Oh yeah.
And I will say I had the best steak ever at
Really?
Harris Ranch,
Ever?
right? Ever. Well, again, that's why what I was getting to is now I'm gonna have to go back to the loading chute and have a steak over there because they make an amazing steak also.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna have to compare. Mm-hmm. So I had a little bit of a, so I ate it there, and then my wife brought some back, and so then I had hers the next morning, and I had a little char in it. A little char, like they use a little bit of gas.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't obviously think they use gas over here at the loading chute because
they have oak. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So I think the loading chute might
top them.
Push. I think they might.
Wow.
I think they might. So I'm gonna have to go to the loading chute.
That's big news.
Right. Yeah.
That's really big news. Yeah.
And then of course I'm gonna have to go back to the Harris Ranch.
Yeah.
And try that. I might have to do it 1 or 2 times.
Totally. Just to be sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a what do you call those people that come around? Eric, what did you say that person came and checked your wine out? What do you call those people?
Oh, a critic?
Yeah. I'm gonna be like a steak critic. Yeah.
If you're gonna be a critic, I mean, you might as well go for the top.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be a steak critic. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna compare the Long Branch, or I'm sorry, the loading chute and Harris Ranch, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Gotcha.
All right. So let's go to break real quick, and we still haven't even talked any news. I mean, really, we've talked one thing, and we've got like 15 things to talk about.
Let's talk.
Unbelievable. All right. We will be right back with any North County news right after these break.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
Welcome back to the Morning Brew, Thursday morning, and we have Cecil Martinez, which is a potential permanent Thursday morning co-host.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'd love to. Let's see how it all works out, but yeah.
Only if you bring tacos next Thursday.
Yeah.
Only bring like a breakfast. Is there a breakfast? Bring it like a breakfast. What's a breakfast taco? I mean, obviously breakfast burrito. Duh.
Yeah, I do the breakfast burritos. A breakfast taco, you can do anything, just mix it with eggs. You can have veggies, just vegetables. Every time I go to Mexico and you have like breakfast, it's really kind of just simple. Just a lot of beans, some fresh cheese, and then sometimes they'll have some vegetables. Sometimes they'll have some meat, and then you just, the lady's making the tortillas and you just put it right there. But breakfast tacos are, I think, underrated.
Yeah,
they're actually pretty good.
What's your most popular item that you sell out of the El Red Rooster taco truck?
Burritos, probably by hands down, probably the most favorite. I mean, because you get a lot for the burrito. We make our beans the way my grandmother made them, refried with lard, and they're super tasty. Then you get the rice, and then you put everything. We make a mission-style burritos, a style that they have in San Francisco, that we'd always get, middle of the night drunk and stuff. And, burrito's called, in case anybody doesn't know, burrito's called a Mexican sleeping pill, because usually after you have a burrito, you're just like, woof, and it just all takes over and you go to food coma.
Hey, so go to El Red Rooster and ask for a Mexican sleeping pill.
Yeah. I actually do have customers like, hey, give me a Mexican sleeping pill. I'll take a,
Dude,
my
you need to put that on the menu, man. You need to call that the Mexican sleeping pill.
Yeah, there you go. And they, they have some girth to them and stuff. It's hard to tell because everybody likes the quesadillas. The tortas, the tortas, we only get so much bread a week because the bread's got to be right to make a proper torta. It's got to be the right bread, and it's my favorite thing to make. And they're messy and they're good. Usually after I eat a torta, man, I'm done. Like there's no more work. And tacos and stuff. And now our nachos and bean dip. And then I'm gonna start making a new dish. It's tacos coming to the door. It's gonna be grilled vegetables with shrimp. And then a seasoned flavored tortilla with cheese, and then you put sour cream and guacamole. And then it's kind of crispy, not quite crispy, and the tortilla is bigger, not just your normal street style or street size tacos. So it'll be a little bit bigger tortilla, but it'll just be a single tortilla. And those are pretty tasty. In fact, next time you come down, I'll make sure I have one for you. I'm just working on the speed of it. So it does take a little time.
So how do you get those little tacos? Because we always try to do like little, the little street tacos, those the little tiny ones.
Yeah.
But every damn time my shells break. It's like I go like this, and everything comes out the bottom every damn time. So what's the trick to making it not do that?
Good tortillas. I mean, that's one of the tricks. Good tortillas. I mean, you got to have, and 2 tortillas. Are you using 1 tortilla or 2? 1 tortilla is going to pretty much fall apart.
Yeah, but it's never ever worked at home like it does like anywhere else.
Maybe your grill's not hot enough to heat the tortillas. Because when you put 2 tortillas in, that's why you have 2 tortillas.
But I just do the flour one, right?
We use corn.
Or corn. Not flour, corn.
But the corn, you put 2 on top of each other, and then when you heat it up, get the temperature right. Because if you don't have and I tell people when they order, I'm like, hey, it's going to take a little bit. I got to get the tortillas right. If your tortillas aren't right, you don't have a good taco. Because it's either too crispy or it's cold, it's not warm, it doesn't have any moisture. Or you
fold it and it like literally breaks right down the middle.
Breaks and then you're eating it and it's like, it's like a cold tortilla. It sucks. It just doesn't taste right. Or you're fighting it. Tortilla's got to be hot enough. So when you heat them up both, 2 together, it kind of traps a little moisture and then it holds together. Sometimes the meat that you put on or what you put on is a little soggy and it goes through. But get it, eat it quick. Good tortillas. Now I'm I'm hungry.
Right? I like the veggies. Those veggies. Sometimes, huh?
Torajas.
Tarajas.
Yeah, torajas.
Sometimes they come out hot. You know, like, whew. Matter of fact, I still have a jar in the refrigerator.
Oh, wow.
From the last time that you brought me some, and what I'll do is, like, when I have pickles, like a couple pickles left over in the jar or some olives, I've added to this.
There you go.
So there's all kinds of other stuff in there, just fermenting and doing what it's doing and pickling.
Yeah.
So I even think I have an egg in there, a hard boiled egg.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
That's
hard boiled
hardcore.
egg. That one's really good. You got to do that. Do your own pickling with the hard-boiled eggs and your
With some
peppers and stuff like
yeah.
Yeah. So what else? What do we got, Eric? Let's go to a funny. So we have our What's Up North County funnies that we like to do. You know, which is basically finding, you know, videos or coming across a video on the net, you know, and stuff like that. That you sit there and go, you know, laugh, or you go, all right, let's play this. But this one particular one is it's not close to home, but it's. Things have happened, not with the same result, but as you will see, and I'm pretty sure you can identify that, you know, this has happened at one time or another over your lifetime on those chairs that you pump up and, you know, they're on a gas and then, you know. So anyways, let's go ahead and roll that, Eric.
Just sitting down. Oh. Look at her face.
Can you imagine this? Oh.
Look at her face. Look at her drop her food.
Oh, poor guy.
Dude.
Oh.
Oh, man. Could you imagine if that was real? He would. Oh, my goodness.
That is a whole different conversation piece.
100%.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, those gas where you have a chair, like you see it, somebody's giving away for free, and then you realize why.
Yeah,
because
totally. Nothing's for free.
Right? After like 2 minutes, it loses all pressure, and you just drop to the bottom. And of course, then your back hurts because you just went from here to here in a short amount of time quickly.
Yep, and then you got to pick yourself up off the ground.
Right? Then of course, then what do you do after that? Try to go back up there, and it does it again.
Yep, trying to figure out why. What's wrong with this? What do you mean it's free and it doesn't work the way it's supposed to?
All right, I'm gonna give it one more shot. Maybe it was just me on that one. Okay, I'm gonna push that thing down so that way it doesn't. Okay, now let's go. Yeah. All right,
tough one.
What else we got, Eric? Let's talk some whiskey, and we gotta get out of here. Well, shit, we gotta get out of here now, huh?
Let's do the whiskey and we're out.
All right, well, last little bit of a tidbit, because we are coming into the weekend and we do like to have our hydration. Make sure that you guys stay hydrated all the time, every time and anytime. Distillery unveils its new 6-year single barrel bourbon.
Wow.
Right? Have you ever been down to Rod and Hammer?
No, but my nephew loves that place, and he actually gave me a bottle of some bourbon for my birthday, and he comes by and keeps always pinching it.
Rod and Hammer.
Yeah, he loves that place. Like, he raves about that place. So.
Even though it's not in North County, I feel like that should be, because I think Rod and Hammer would fit very, very well over in Tin City.
Yeah.
So the bourbon is available at the distillery's tasting room, online, and at local grocery stores. So Albertsons in Paso Robles has a huge line of Rod and Hammer's alcohol over there. So Central Coast Distillery Rod and Hammer has introduced its latest limited release, a 6-year single barrel bourbon created using a mash bill consisting of 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% malted barley. The single barrel bourbon delivers a complex flavor profile that is both intriguing and satisfying. Tasting notes include creamy vanilla, charred oak, and toasted honey sweetness. Each bottle is individually numbered with its own barrel proofing information and unique bottle number, as each bottle is handpicked into its luxurious gift box.
Wow, that's a good, classy looking, sexy bottle package. I mean, that looks good. So, Father's Day, that's a great Father's Day gift, birthday gift for dads.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Hey,
ladies
maybe I'll
whatever.
get you one of these since I owe you a bottle of tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell me which one you want. I'm gonna surprise you with a rod and hammer.
That one.
So listen. So if I get you this, okay, can we? Two things I would like to have happen after this. I would like to one, confirm the fact that I got you a bottle, paid off my debt.
Yep.
From last year's Cowboys and 49er game.
Yep.
Okay. And you'll
I'm 2-0, by the way,
and
everybody.
and you're happy with that because I got you a bottle the first time and you bitched and complained about it because you're like, that's not tequila.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah. Okay, so what's the second thing?
And the second thing is can we just like turn down from like 10 to like maybe 4 on the Cowboys memes?
But, okay.
Like how about 5? like half. Let's go.
I've really kind of only been running from like 3. So, I mean...
It's
hard to come down from 3.
Season's just started. We're like 2 weeks into it.
But it's all year. I mean, they just come to me, and I'm like, I'm just trying to be the shapeshifter and pass it along to you. I mean, I'm 2-0. Yeah, maybe if you would have paid up earlier, we could have a better conversation about turning it down from like a 3 to 2.
So let's get the debt paid off, and then let's talk about turning down the volume a little bit.
We can talk about it. Okay. I can't promise any results. Go Niners. Go Cowboys for my Cowboy friend fans.
All right, there we go.
Well, we got to say hi to Kathy Babcock.
All right, brother.
Hi, Kathy Babcock.
Kathy, thanks again for tuning in. Thanks again for everybody tuning in. But Cecil, it's 8:30. It's time to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it is.
So it's time to rock and roll. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having
Thursday
me.
morning.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate you. Get down to El Red Rooster down there in Templeton.
Come see
and
me.
You cater. So if you need some catering coming up.
Yeah, we do.
Got the catering
real
coming
good
up.
Catering. Yeah, come on. We'll come talk about caterings. We put on a really good spread for you guys, and we love to make people happy.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, brother.
Awesome.
Well, there you have it, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Thursday Morning Brew with Cecil Martinez, El Red Rooster. Guys, if you haven't had his tacos, guys, you got to get there and eat the hell out of those things. But as always, guys, we can't do this without our sponsors like El Red Rooster. We'd like to thank Escalar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Rancho Sestero Meat Cutting, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, Hanson Enterprises, El Red Rooster, Pacific 805 Spas, Story Termite and Pest Control, Paso Robles Furniture, 5-Star Rain Gutters, Airflow Filter Services, Borjo and Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, and Amy and Jamie's Place, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
We don't just serve it up, we roast it, distill it, brew it, craft it, crank it, bake it, make it, perfect it, cure it, paint it, live it, breathe it, and then we serve it up. All in Atascadero.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.